Good morning, ladies. It's Tiffany. And I have been really bad all week. I haven't watched any vlogs. I'm like a week behind from everybody. I ended up having my cousins pop through town. Yay. Love when they come and announce. It's super fun. And asked to stay with me. I'm like, oh, couldn't have given me any notice that you were coming. One of these days I'm going to say no. And I'm going to lie and say I'm out of town because that will teach them they need to call ahead because it's just rude. Anyway. And then my little shadow at work I had to fire. Wah wah. Which is really weird because I'm not the boss. I'm just a colleague. So, yeah. The boss was like, we need to let her go. And I'm like, what do you mean we? Why did you say we need to let her go? She's like, I'm kind of hoping you'll do it because I don't want to. Like, oh, great. And I did totally lie. I totally lied and told her it wasn't her. It was just we're not busy enough all of a sudden after a month of trading to keep you on, and we will call you if anything ever changes. Told her we hired a massage therapist and they were going to take those days instead of us. Totally lied. And I lied because she hasn't worked in a lot of years. She's kind of a bored housewife type of thing. She's got a lot of neurotic issues. But she has no confidence in herself, and I hate seeing that. She's a beautiful woman. She just is really timid and kind of looks for you for validation for everything, and she just doesn't have any self-confidence. And I didn't want to be like, yeah, you just can't cut it, sorry, and like crush whatever she was getting confidence-wise. I mean, I don't know, maybe that's a bad thing because maybe it won't help her in the future, but you know, she gets nauseous in the morning, but she's not pregnant. So she didn't want to work before like 10. And then she didn't want to be here after dark, which is like 4:30 in the winter here. Because, you know, she might be just attacked somewhere. And I'm like, okay, well, I kind of dove into it a little more with her of, have you been attacked? I mean, is this fear based on something? But it's not. It's just, anyway. We're in a chiropractor's office. It's like, who? Alright, anyway. But I just didn't want her to like lose whatever self-confidence she was just starting to get. Does that sound horrible that I lied to her? Anyway, I did. Anyway, and then so I'm at 186 today, so I'm up an entire pound from yesterday, and I totally deserve it. Totally deserve it. I had been asked to do a couple of different fudges for a girlfriend for her honey for Valentine's Day, and I did the breads for her, and then she's like, oh, can you have some fudge in there? I'm going to take it to my dad. Whatever. I'm already doing the order, I might as well. And I don't get this way very often. But sometimes, you know how you get like that little bee in your bonnet, like you'll pick up whatever clothes, and the next thing you know, it's 6 hours later, and you've cleaned out your entire closet and every drawer you own. It's kind of like that with me in baking. It's like, usually I'm just like, okay, I got a mission, I gotta get this done and done. But yesterday I had the day off, so it was like, oh, I've never made basil flavored fudge. I wonder how that would do. Totally making it. And then you have to try it because you don't know what the hell it tastes like. So I'd have the tiniest little bite of maybe. And then I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to make a couple different flavors. And this is the girl I'm doing the graduation, that I'm catering a graduation party for like 400 people. I'm doing their dessert. And so I'm trying to talk her into letting me do like pedophores and maybe tartlets, because I can make a crap ton of them with, like chocolate mousses and fudges and things that can go a long way instead of having to hand dip 8 million pieces of chocolate, you know. So I'm trying to be lazy and efficient at the same time. So I made these little things. I made a lemon fudge, which I already know what it tastes like. I've made it for years. It rocks. Nice and springy. I made an orange dreamsicle fudge, which only needed one little bite. I'm like, yep, that's right on mark. Good. But the other ones, I started to be like, I wonder what a peach champagne would taste like. And I have all these little like chocolate flavorings, and I'm like, totally mixing that. So I didn't taste that one as much as I probably should have. So that's why they're just in these little tasting cups, because I'm like, you know, somebody, what the hell's going on here? I know it's pouring rain, people, but I'm confused for you. Well, then get over. It's not that hard. Where was I? Oh, so I made like 6 other fudges that I've never tried before. So of course I was like, maybe a little more? I can't quite. So these are like tasting cups, and I made them for 3 girls. I figured since I'm making the batches, I made 3 girlfriends fudge, and then this guy I'm gonna go meet today for when I do the medical cake bites. He supplies the medical product. So I have to go meet him today, so I brought him some fudge. And you don't know what I'm talking about. I probably will not put it out there, but I do live in Washington State, and while it's not my thing, I have no problem putting it in your cake or your cupcakes or your brownies or whatever you need. So that was good. So I made a maple Kahlua, and I think I have too much maple in there because it didn't set as hard as the others. So it's kind of a mush. Not a mush. You'll need to spoon it. It'll be a spoonable fudge. It tastes okay. I kind of like it. I am in love and ate way too much of the coconut vanilla fudge, and then I put, you know, that toasted coconut, shredded coconut. They're the big flakes. They're toasted that we can eat on E3, and well, we shouldn't because there's sugar in it, but it's delicious. So I made a coconut vanilla fudge, and then I put those coconut shavings on the top and kind of mushed them down into it. I ate an entire cup of it yesterday. Every time I walked by it, I took a little bite. No more bite. Little bite. Tiny more little bite. Then I moved on, and I made a peach champagne, which I didn't taste enough of, so I don't know. Then I did a basil. But the basil flavoring, I just could not. I don't know if I was just trying to be good and take too many little bites, because this is before I made the coconut fudge that I totally ate a lot of. And I just wasn't tasting strong enough to me. You know, it just wasn't having a flavor kick. So I added some lavender to it. And lavender's pretty strong. So it's still lavender basil, and I think it's okay. We'll see. And then, what else did I make? 1, 2, 3, 4. That might be it. I can't remember. I thought I made 4. Oh, a cinnamon. I made a cinnamon something. Funny, I can't even remember. And cinnamon graham cracker, I think. It was okay. I'm trying to get away from Christmas flavors, so I don't know. I'll have to play with that. But I didn't taste enough of it to really get into it either, because I was still trying to be really, really good. So I made little tasting cups of all the flavors for my girlfriends, and so that they can tell me this needs more of this or that needs more of that. But that coconut one is on, because I ate lots of it. So I am up an entire pound today, and I totally deserved it. So today is an egg day for me. I am on an egg day. I'm going to correct that before any 20 pounds pops back in. But I did eat sugar yesterday, so that's why. And I think that's it. I have not been drinking my water yesterday or today, so that probably has a lot to do with not flushing that sugar out properly. It is pouring like a banshee. Delightful. But I'm super behind, you guys, and I'm really sorry. I want to catch up with everyone, and you know how I like to put in my 2 cents everywhere. But, alright, I guess I'll talk with you later. Oh god, 10 minutes already. I have been jabbering away about fudge for 10 minutes. I am so sorry. Talk about food porn. This is wrong. But, that's it. Okay, I'll let you go. I'll talk to you later. I'll watch some vlogs, and then I'll post again. See ya.